get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
This is line to left. Gund is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Settling in now, Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Hit well on the ground to first. Belt has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. 5 innings complete. It's now 10-zip. Denard Span will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Lackey looks in. Here's the 0-2. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Fowler, still going back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away. Connor Gillespie is going to be summoned off the bench to pinch hit, so that will officially end the night of work for Jake Peavy. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
The left fielder,
Bernie Gund steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Bryant in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to. Santiago Casilla will come on now to try and sort this mess out as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Addison Russell will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. He's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up. Hot shot on the ground is short. Crawford dives. What a stop. Oh, and he throws it away. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys. Top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His first homer so far in the series as they just continue to pour it on here. Jorge Soler stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Second baseman.
A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series as this lead got even wider. Here's Javier Baez. He swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs.
Now batting, catcher, Kyle Schwarber.
A solo shot here to left. His second of the game as the blowout continues. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Now batting,
Jason Hayward gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they've pushed across so far in my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. John Lackey stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. Time to play pitching, coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Here's Hayward taking the turn at third. The runner from second crosses the plate, and he'll get in there safely.
the center fielder, line forward.
Ready now, Dexter Fowler. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. To first. Fielded cleanly by Belt. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Coming to the plate again, Addison Russell, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. Drilled on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He'll look to keep it going 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Hit hard up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So standing in, Anthony Rizzo. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. A two-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go.
In is Jorge Soler. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches.
Second baseman.
A solo shot here to left. His second of the game as this lead got even wider. Here's Javier Baez. Line toward the alley in left center. Span is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need... Eduardo Nunez will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Hayward moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Brandon Belt will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
Look at where we are in this game. Late innings, and this pitcher has thrown a first pitch strike to every hitter he's faced. You wonder why he's getting good results.
Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are two away. Buster Posey will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances. Grounded up the first baseline. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. Hunter Strickland will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Kyle Schwarber digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat.
Catcher, Kyle Schwarber.
Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Line towards center field. Span is there, and he has it for the first out.
Almost any center fielder will tell you that this is the toughest play for them to make. The ball that's lined straight at him. It's hard to get a good read on whether you should go back, charge, or just hold your ground. But he's able to make this play without too much trouble.
John Lackey will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn, he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
The center fielder, number 24.
Digging in once again, Dexter Fowler. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Pulled toward right center field. Hence giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One left for the Cubs. Brandon Crawford will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Russell able to tuck this one in for out number one. Lackey gets the sign. Here's the delivery. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. No runs, just one hit and one error in the ballgame for San Francisco. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Joe Pennant Will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Addison Russell digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Chris Bryant steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
And a self-defense move there at second as he tried to knock it down, but that gets on by him. And the runner from second is in to score. Standing in and working on a fantastic game, Anthony Rizzo. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far.
Huge game for him so far, and he's looking for even more.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder, Jorge.
In is Jorge Soler as he lines this one out to center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. Javier Baez comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Hence, as a read on it, makes the play, 1 away. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Kyle Schwarber. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series as they just continue to pour it on here.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. Power pitcher on the mound, throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Number 64 will be the new pitcher.
Your attention, please.
The pitcher, John Lackey, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Number 40 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series as this lead got even wider. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
Hard liner toward short. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Addison Russell. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Smoke toward third. Played on the backhand. On to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. The final damage here, 10. Joe Smith will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Out in front of it, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bounce to first. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, second baseman.
Kelby Tomlinson steps in now. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now a flare out toward right center. Baez onto the grass. 2 down. Bernie Gund gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. 2 out, nobody on. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken their first step as they claim Game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat, but if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it. And they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 28-0. Good night from Chicago. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Bernie Gund heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Left fielder, number 1.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Number 40 retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. Into the box, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And with the cold winter just ahead, you can really start to feel it in the Chicago air. 51 degrees at first pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped in front of home plate. Schwarber gonna have to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Cueto gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. Span is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Batting third.
Anthony Rizzo gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Back goes Pence. Gone! A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His 4th long ball of this series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0. Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The relay, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double. Jorge Soler will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with 2 big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 2nd inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 2 and the Giants nothing. Buster Posey will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long. First pitch of the at-bat.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Hayward will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit to short. Gloved by Russell. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
Don't know quite what happened there. It looked like it was going to be an easy play, but he just kind of short arms it over to first, and that'll go as an E6.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Russell onto the grass, makes the play, and there are two gone now. Joe Panik set to take his first cuts with a man at first and two away. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Bryant has got it, and the side is retired. Jason Hayward strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Cueto's ready. First pitch on the way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. On to second goes Hayward. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
More trouble here to start this inning, too. They've had this guy's number so far, and now here's a leadoff double on the very first pitch. It's right back into the stretch with a runner in scoring position.
He's set. Here it comes. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Here comes the 0-1. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Span at the track, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Kyle Hendricks comes forward, and we'll see how they play it here. The sacrifice may be in order with nobody out.
Well, in my opinion, if it's anybody else in the order, let him swing. But you're talking about a pitcher. Make sure he gets the ball down, move the guy to third base, and go to work.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Dexter Fowler stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead. Chris Bryant stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Span is under it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third. Anthony Rizzo steps forward here with 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base.
Well, just about everything's gone their way so far in this frame.
Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. His second of the game as this lead swells to 7-0. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber hit hard towards second. Oh, and he misses it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Addison Russell walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Runner at first here, one man out. Smoke toward third. Scooped up to second for one. On to first as they get the double play. Denard Span will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
21, Connor Gillespie.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. And this is popped up back behind second. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 1.
Bernie Gund will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Eduardo Nunez in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate. Down the third baseline. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Jake Peavy is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Jorge Soler stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Gund looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of this series as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Jason Hayward is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. TV into the windup. Here's the 0-1. This is pulled into right. And boy, the Cubs have come to play as this is good for extra bases as well. And he's 2 for 2 as he's in there with a double.
I'll tell you, this guy has been something else in these playoffs. I mean, when it matters most, he's come up aces more times than not. And he delivers once again here with a ringing double. Man, he's fun to watch.
Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field. And for the 2nd time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, his second home run of the series, as the blowout continues.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
In now, Kyle Hendricks.
Pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, and that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy.
Well, I think the phrase here is, one's an aberration, 2 is a trend. And sure enough, hey, he's got himself a 2-hit ball game.
Dexter Fowler stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Drilled to the right side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Chris Bryant will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Throw won't get him. Anthony Rizzo stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here. Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. Hit hard up the middle. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
So far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. And these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over him.
Here's Addison Russell as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. In there, a base hit. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Jorge Soler will stand in, and remember, he's the guy that started this mess as they've now batted around here in the inning.
And from a defensive point of view, they're no closer to getting out of the inning than they were the first time he came up to bat.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third, and the run is in to score from second.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they've pushed across so far on my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
Jason Hayward steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Now batting, number 40.
Number 40 will try to keep it going here. Already a home run and a double in this one.
Well, sometimes, Matty, you're just flat out feeling it. He took some very good-looking hacks earlier in BP, and obviously it's translating to the game.
Flying toward right center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
And they have definitely blown the lid off of this inning now. That's 10 runs that have come in to score. They've put this one well out of reach.
Kyle Hendricks comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first.
Make it 18 runs home now, and this has been an absolute drubbing, and it might not be over yet.
Dexter Fowler ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Hot shot on the ground is short. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
Hit hard to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. And it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. But not before things change dramatically as they explode for 11 here to really open things up. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in Game 2. Cubs lead it 18-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here for San Francisco. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Showtrap. Now, normally, this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Buster Posey is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Out in front of it, strike 1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. Bounce slowly back toward the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon
So
Crawford.
2 away for the Giants here in the 4th. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Anthony Rizzo will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 4th in the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here, I wouldn't believe it myself. 4 home runs now in 1 game. In the history of baseball, this has happened like, what, 16, 17 times? What a show he's put on.
And Belk will just take this one over himself for the out. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Jorge Soler steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Crawford dives. What a stop. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Hunter Pence will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Now batting, second baseman
Joe Panik is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up. Swing and a little tapper. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Center fielder number 2.
Denard Span gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Oh, and he misses it. Around second. Span. He's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Jarrett Parker is going to be summoned off the bench to pinch hit, so that will officially end the night of work for Jake Peavy. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
No take.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Game 2 coverage rolls on. Matt Cain is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their